This is the Chrysler 300. I paid $1,500 for this car. It had a really bad engine knock. But now it's back on the road with a rebuild engine. And I'll walk you through how we actually did that. My daughter pinched this the other day, took it to Canberra. Now back in Lakes Entrance, which is great. It runs 2014 wheels. They're off another project that that we've got going. I'm going to pinch the running gear out of that 2014 for a another build. It's a V6 and an 8-speed. This car though is a 5.7 with a nag gearbox, 5-speed gearbox, and it's wonderful. So I'll take you through the rebuild process of the 300. All right, so here we are in the shed. Yes, I'm aware that there's a lot of stuff in the shed, but this is the 300. I'm going to do a little startup so you can hear what the issue is. Hopefully it'll come through on the video. And we're going to attempt to fix the $1,500 Chrysler 300 with a 5.7. So we'll see how we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, just skipping ahead. Intake manifold's off. As you would have seen from the photos, I've got all the valve covers and everything off. These are the injector connectors. These little red clips are made by Bastards Incorporated. They're very difficult to get off. When you're taking the manifold off, remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, bolts on each side, 8mm. Now, the reason that's important, I'll show you in a sec. Also remember to take off the map sensor up there, the vacuum line that goes over to the booster, and then down there you can see I've disconnected the fuel line. And you will need a fuel line disconnection tool. They're cheap, get them on Amazon. That's a 5/16 one. Make sure you pull the connector all the way forward, so towards the tool, so it disengages. This is what the fuel line looks like. Okay, now we talked about this manifold. What makes it hard, see that bolt down there? Yeah, it's hiding. All right, there's one there and there's one on that side, so just make sure you get both those. You can see here, these are the valve covers and the plugs. All right, got a you can see a bit better there, the metal that was in the bottom. Okay, so there's a couple more things to do. I'm not going to bore you with stripping the whole thing down. I have taken off the serpentine belt, made myself a cool little diagram just so I can remember. There's plenty of videos online, all right, to show you how to do this, so you don't need me to tell you. If there's anything tricky, I'll let you know. All right, just for a heads up, these are the MDS control solenoids. That's the MDS cylinders on the front, and then this one and that one on that side. Yeah, so we'll just keep digging into this until we find exactly what the fault is. Okay, heads off. Now all I've done is vacuum out any of the coolant that fell in there. All right, but have a look. I accidentally wiped that one with my finger. How clean it is. I'm hoping these are the culprits. So I'll pull them off and we'll have a look. Okay, Now I'm even more confused. These look okay. I mean, there's wear on them. But they're spinning. There's no parts missing. They're in the right positions. I mean, that's 1, 3, 5, and 7. Lift the bores. You know, they're not scored. Everything popped out. Real simple. I don't know. Well, gotta keep going. Okay, the other head's off. As you can see, pretty good. I'm gonna pop those lifters out and give this side a little bit of a clean, but I mean, looks pretty good. Heads look all right. Especially this one. This is the driver's side. Gotta have a proper look. I mean, that is not a crack. It's just a bit of water that's flowed down. We keep digging. All right, so the driver's side lifters are out. MDS lifters are in the correct positions. Rollers feel good. Obviously there's a little bit of wear, but nothing. I mean, they all just slid out. There's no scores. The bores feel really smooth. I don't know. Next is that. Let's pull the cam. Okay, timing cover's off. That's a bit of a task. So not every bolt goes through, some are for the water pump. So what I've done is I've laid it out here for you so you can see. Alright, so obviously these ones, they go through. There's one there. There is one here, there, one up here, this one here behind the tensioner, and another one here behind the tensioner has left them in. All right, so that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one are all for the water pump. You don't need to take them off. That needs to come out as well. All right. So let's have a look in here. You can't really see any damage. I don't know where this issue is, so we keep digging. Okay, so the cam's out. There's nothing, there's no wear, right? These are pretty standard from heat cycling. You know, bearing surfaces look good. Timing chain was good. It was nice and taut. Cam bearings look good, but someone's been in here. I don't know who. Yeah. So next is rod caps. Check the bearings. Check the big bearings as well on the main bearing. Yeah, we'll see. I don't really know. Okay, this is underneath in the crankcase. Everything looked pretty good. I might check that rod there because they're just, I don't know if you can hear that. Pull these caps off, I think. Might be a bit of slack. I'll check the surfaces, and it may need to come out. I hope not. Okay, I don't know whether you can see it. I'll try and get the camera somewhere where you can see it. There's the affected journal there. It just... So there's no... It's hard to see, but there's no grooves or anything in it. It's still pretty smooth. But this little sucker here, he's going to come off as well, because he's got a problem. Gotcha. We've got a cracked bearing, and I'm talking this thing is smoked. Big line in the crank.
Oh, really?
Yep. This baby's got to come out.
Motor?
Yep. It is toast.
Is that expensive?
All right, so this is the bearings as they come out. See, they're stacked. All right. That is smoked. And you should see the crank. It's going to need a new crank. There's no way they'll be able to repair the journal. Let me just grab the camera and I'll show you. Alright. Okay, here it is. That is the crank. And that, my friends, is game over for this crank. This thing is smoked. It was absolutely Edward the Kangaroo. You can see here, yeah, it's buggered. New crank. Okay, we're at the stage of yanking it out. The two back pistons are already out. I've gone under and undone all the bolts, and there's a million bits and pieces. Crazy. These are the pistons. Actually, like there's a bit of wear, but nothing crazy. So when I pull the rest of it down, we'll find out where we're at. Just like that, and just like that, and it is. Look at the oil. It's been coming out of the engine straight into the bell housing. That was the only oil leak it had. So here's the engine. You can see those back ones are out. It's yeah, it's pretty decent. Apart from that huge issue with the crank. Excuse my sniffles. It's just suffering terribly with a cold. So next thing to do, whip the flex plate off, put it in, put it on the stand rather. Start the teardown process. All right. So here's a little tech tip on getting the harmonic balancer off. Now I tried the other LS style pulley removal tools, just rubbish, just break straight away. I got this one off Amazon, wasn't overly expensive, all right, but as you can see, not overly strong either. This is the rod that goes into the hole in the crank, bent it. So I made this. It's just a bolt with a washer, and it's big enough to go into the harmonic balancer with a little bit of clearance. All right, and you use that. Now with this little tool, lining it up can be a little bit of a faff, all right, but as you can see here, see it sort of hooks in, and what it's hooking into is these little recesses on the back. All right, now once you get it set up, it comes quite easily, but just make sure that that is centered, all right, and that you do it slowly. Use hand tools, don't use impacts, and hopefully it comes off nice and easy for you. Life gets in the way and other priorities take over, unfortunately, and I didn't really record a lot of this, but I did have to purchase a whole heap of parts from overseas because I couldn't really get them locally. I bought a new camshaft, I bought new crank, new bearings, had the crank shipped from overseas. I bought crank seals, crank bearings, had the local machine shop redo the block for me and basically prep it so that we could put the rotating assembly back in. I cleaned all the pistons, put new rings, new bearings, put the camshaft in, set all the tolerances and got everything basically sorted for it. And the next step of the project was to make sure that the rotating assembly was correct and then reassemble. I also had the heads cleaned up by a mate of mine, and we were able to put those back on with a new set of exhaust studs as well. So it really came together quite well. Okay, here we go. We've got some oil pressure by cranking. Let's see if it works. Hey! Listen to that. You little ripper. Got a check engine light. I'll have to clear that. But that, my friend, is success.